we probably lose this game. Welcome back to the Team 12 Seattle Seahawks podcast. I'm your host, Team 12s, and today we're going to be talking about how this is as I said in the intro at the beginning segment, this is going to be a scary game. Matthew Stafford playing a lot better than I thought he would coming into this season. You can go back, there's a video where I posted about the Rams and what I was saying, they're not what you think. They're not going to be that good. They're going to be the same place that they were last season. With them losing 9 starters going into the season on that defense and including that offense, I was like, hey, you can't there's a certain point where you can overcome a certain amount of starters being lost. But once you get to that, I'd say 9 range, 8 range, you're kind of done. There's no overcoming that unless you really replace that with some solid, amazing talent, which they didn't do over the offseason. And they just made the massive upgrade at quarterback with Matt Stafford. They kind of handedly destroyed the Buccaneers. They won that game definitely. And Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, they have a love affair going on or something because he's getting all the touchdowns, getting all the receptions. Cooper Kupp, slot wide receiver, going to destroy the Seahawks secondary. We're going to need probably Quandre Diggs say you'll probably put Jamal Adams on Robert Woods, and you'll probably have Sidney Jones on DJ Reed or Sidney Jones on Cooper Kupp. Actually, no, you'll have this is what you should do to stop Cooper Kupp. They should have Ugo Amadi, and then they should have Marquise Blair in the box, or play him in the Sam linebacker position, so then he can help with the covering of Cooper Kupp, because he's also somewhat of a gadget player that can play slot corner. Or you can throw Ron Neal out there if one of them needs some rest, and then slot Marquise Blair into slot corner. That's how you stop Cooper Kupp. Robert Woods, you probably put Sidney Jones on him, maybe DJ Reed. I forgot which side that Woods plays on. And then you'll have Jamal Adams help cover Robert Woods. You will have your linebackers do their normal little coverage thing in the middle area. And you'll probably have your defensive line try and get some rush. Carlos Dunlap, I don't think he's playing in this game. I think I got an NFL notification a couple of days ago saying he won't be playing in this game. If he's not playing if he will play in this game, he's just gonna be a decoy, and that doesn't really do much with defensive line. That's more of just it really doesn't make sense to use a player as a decoy on the defensive line. Benson Mayowa, I think he might be back this game. Darrell Taylor, I love seeing him out there. I love seeing Alton Robinson out there. Poona Ford, not as good as we thought he was going to be going into the season. That defensive line overall, the D tackle, I would say, what's his name? Al Woods. Al Woods is playing great this season. I'm really happy with his production. I've been extremely happy with his production. Much better than I thought he would do. I thought he'd do much less of a role, but he's kind of played a lot better. You'd think that he's taken a couple years back in his career, so I'm really happy about that. Offensive line, yeah, I just hope at the offensive line. Yeah, only person I'm really scared of on that defensive line with the Rams is Aaron Donald, but still, you're gonna have Damian Lewis and Kyle Fuller gonna have to take some steps. They're gonna be double teaming Aaron Donald with Damian Lewis and Kyle Fuller every single play, and you're gonna need the rest of that offensive line to really step it up to actually get this done. Because if you don't, Russell Wilson done. He's going to get sacked every single time. DK Metcalf, put him on Jalen Ramsey. Hopefully DK can do some stuff. He's made some steps in his route running ability, so I'm pretty happy with that. He's going to need to be able to catch with his hands more so than just catch it into his body. I really hope he takes a step in this game forward with that. Russell Wilson just keeps doing his thing. Just keep going. Tyler Lockett, keep doing your thing. Run game, I'm questionable about the run game. Dwayne Eskridge should be back this week, wide receiver 3, and Freddie Swain is I think, doing a lot better than he did last year. I'm happy with his production. Back to running backs. Doing the stupid thing where it shows that I only have 20% battery left. But Chris Carson has an injury, a neck injury, I'm pretty sure. I didn't watch a video going too in-depth on it, but I do know that he has it. That could maybe explain why he's not as good as he was last year. But Alex Collins played really good last week. I was really happy with that, and I'd love to see him get rotated more into this running back group. And if he does get more plays, I'm extremely happy about that, because Alex Collins getting out there more just means just that more Marshawn Lynch-esque running back, where he's a great side-to-side runner and he can get some yards going forward. It's not just straight head down, run forward. It's more of a head, keep your eyes up, side, and hopefully you get the touchdown. So I'm excited to see Alex Collins in this game. Our chances, I'd definitely take the Rams in this game. I think we will probably lose. Probably at the most at around 14 points. At the least, if we lose by at like the minimum, probably 3 points. At the most, I forgot what I said. Probably 10, 14 points. I still think we're gonna lose this game. Our only chance is if our offensive line steps it up, our wide receivers and stuff do what they're doing, and our defensive line has to get better pressure, and our cornerbacks and just overall defense has to play better. It wasn't perfect last game, but it was a step in the right direction, and we'll see what we can do. Now to talk a little more on the cornerback position in the NFL. Stephon Gilmore gets traded to the Panthers for a 6th round pick. A sixth rounder. I was thinking that he was going to get traded for like a 2nd or a 3rd rounder. I was like, all right, sure, that's going to happen. We're not going to get him. The most I'd offer for Stephon Gilmore, like the least that the Seahawks are going to... The Seahawks are probably going to offer like a 5th round pick, and they're not going to get him. And I was thinking, if you got to do it, offer up Marquise Blair or Quandre Diggs and a 3rd rounder or a 4th rounder. If you have to, get Stephon Gilmore in here. Get that beast of a cornerback in here. It won't be back yet, but coming week 6, 7, he's going to be acclimated to the scheme. He's going to be working out with the Hawks. Going to be getting going. He's towards the end of his prime, but he's still a great cornerback. You're gonna get a great NFL cornerback. But no, based on the Panthers getting him for a 6th round pick, I don't think the Seahawks even made an offer. If they did, it was probably like a backup player or maybe a 7th round pick at the most, because it hurt my head just to see a 6th round pick go to the Patriots for Stephon Gilmore. It hurts the noggin, you know? It just hurts the brainium cranium, because you see this star cornerback, arguably the second best cornerback in the NFL, go to a team when Seahawks are over here like flailing their arms in the water, just dying of just not heat stroke, but drowning in the water. Like, we need cornerback help. No, we're not going to offer up a 5th round pick for one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL. So offer nothing. So, very, very annoying. I still can't get over that. It just pisses me off. But yeah, other than that, I think we probably lose this game. I'm still going to watch it, of course. Give you that after game thing on Friday. But other than that, the Australian fans will be happy out there that they don't have to get up at 4 a.m. to watch this game. They can do it in the middle of the day. But other than that, I hope we win. I don't think we will. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'll have a link in my description for my Discord. And say goodbye to Mascot right there. Other than that, have a good rest of your day.